if I could show you a simple way to turn off a food craving in less than 30 seconds. Would you be interested? This technique works really well on anxiety too. And I really believe that cravings are a form of anxiety because we're feeling discontent with our current situation and wanting something we don't have, whether it's to emotionally eat or comfort eat or mindlessly snack, or even go for an all-out binge on that dessert that you have been craving that's been stuck in the back of your mind. So have you ever looked at someone and you could tell just by looking at them that they're anxious? Maybe they're breathing rapidly, or their shoulders are a little bit hunched, or they're twitching and fidgeting with their hands. A lot of people think that when a person has limiting thoughts about anxiety or cravings, that it then sends a signal to their body, and their body, you can tell by looking at someone's body language how they're feeling. Well, what if I told you it's been scientifically proven that the reverse is also true? That if our body is doing something that looks like anxiety, it makes us start to feel anxious. So you can actually make yourself feel anxious right now by scrunching up your shoulders and taking rapid breaths from high in your chest. And now I'm going to teach you a way that you can shut off the anxiety of a craving or any sort of anxiety using your breath. A lot of people will discount this technique because it seems too easy and they think that would never work. But I double dare you to try it and notice how effective it is. So what I want you to do is take a deep breath from low in your belly. Put your hand on your belly right now and take a breath where you don't bring your shoulders up like this, but you actually bring your belly out. So to practice this with me right now, practice moving your hand with your belly as you inhale. And now take a long, slow exhale. And notice how that already starts to bring up some peace in your body. So what I want to teach you is a 7-11 breath, where you breathe in from your belly for a count of 7, and then you exhale for a count of 11. By exhaling for longer than you inhale, you actually turn off the fight or flight mechanism in the brain that is releasing chemicals that are saying, must eat now, I need that cheesecake, or whatever it is that you're craving, or turn off that anxiety signal that is making you feel like you are in danger when perhaps you are perfectly safe. So what I want you to do is let's practice one of these breaths together. So I'm going to count to 7, and I want you to breathe in as I count to 7 and exhale as I count to 11. Do this with me right now so you can start to memorize what it's like. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. So it wasn't 7 seconds because that's going to be a really long breath. And some people can do that, but it can be a little prohibitive. But it's just to count to 7, count to 11. And something happens when you're counting as well, because you're occupying your mind with something besides those anxious thoughts you were having, or besides those cheesecake thoughts you were having. And it puts you back in the present moment. And then you're in a really cool place because you are in a highly suggestible state when you're feeling peaceful, when you've turned off those chemicals of craving in your body, and you can make a suggestion to yourself, and even your body believes you. So you can say to yourself, I am content right now. I don't need that brownie. I don't need that cheesecake, or whatever it is you were craving. Or if you were feeling anxious, you can say, I am safe. I am present. And I can turn off that movie I was playing in my head about the scary thing that might never happen. All right, I hope you loved this tip. I'm Lori Hammond, and if you enjoyed this tip, you can follow me wherever you're watching this video to get more tips like this. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be sharing how to use an equally simple technique to turn off depression. A lot of times people will overeat out of boredom or sadness or just a generalized feeling of gloominess. That's really common this time of year. I'm making this in January, so if you're watching this at that time of year, it's really common to feel that way. Be gentle with yourself and tune in tomorrow when I share how to turn off depression in just a few moments. Have an amazing day.